Oh, what's up, guys? You know it's never good when you see me twice in one day, right? For a double upload of CSGO news, but I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Afternoon Jake, a different vibe from the coffee we see in the mornings. I actually have my energy drink now here in the red solo cup, but I hope you guys all enjoy because spontaneous video out there. ESL has made one of the dumbest decisions I have seen all year so far, thus in 2019. Breaking news as of a couple hours ago. Apparently, according to ESL, it will be Luminosity Gaming taking that last North American Pro League spot. Now, you may be saying, how is that possible? Don't worry, everyone had the same exact thought when it was announced. And it will be because this drama is so crazy when you really think about it, because it wouldn't even be happening if Furia had not declined the offer to join the Pro League. Yes, this is the first time ever since I started covering CSGO news where a team has actually decided to decline an invitation into ESL Pro League. Often the goal, the goal line of many new teams out there is to make Pro League. It's a huge achievement for many teams out there, and Furia, of course, it was actually this last season, not too long ago. That season concluded of Mountain Dew League. They went undefeated, and it was actually not for a Pro League spot. So this was actually kind of a cool thing, right? They were going to be offered potentially this Pro League spot now, and they declined it. Apparently for a DreamHack Rio event, a team Furia has now declined a Pro League spot to instead go to DreamHack Rio, and thus creating all this drama because it was actually ESL who had to choose a new team to take that spot from Rogue. Rogue, of course, no longer a CSGO roster, so they lost their Pro League spot, and they chose Luminosity Gaming. The biggest uproar should be about Furia. I would love to see a comment from them as to why they would decline a Pro League spot, because as many of you guys know, it's a reoccurring spot, so of course they probably would be expected to keep that spot unless they get relegated. I could not see it happening after their MDL run, so why they declined the spot, I'm speechless. But now comes the drama because, to keep it short for all of you, LG, if I'm being honest, by the rule book does not deserve this spot. Now let me try and break it down. Singularity had their full response to the story, the announcement as well. You know, rightfully so. They should be very pissed off because, like I said before, it's a huge accomplishment, a huge possible influx of cash as well, and maybe sponsorships and exposure for your organization when you make the Pro League. And Singularity, by my rule book, by I think by the general rule book out there as well, they should have been offered the spot. Now, as to why, it's actually, look at the relegation process. Luminosity Gaming last season, they were auto-relegated, which means they were pushed back down to Mountain Dew League. They were not even in the relegation tournament, which means they had no chance to even qualify for Pro League this season for Season 9, but Team Singularity was there. They were there at the relegation tournament. They performed well enough from Mountain Dew League to actually make to the relegation tournament. So you have Luminosity Gaming. They were auto-relegated from Pro League down to Mountain Dew League. Then you have Team Singularity, who performed well enough during Mountain Dew League to make the relegation tournament to have a chance to go into Pro League, if that makes sense for all of you. And even at that tournament, even further evidence as to why Singularity deserves a spot over LG, it was Team Singularity who lost to Rogue in the relegation decider series, where Rogue won against them, and therefore Rogue took the spot. So now with Rogue not having the spot, you would think it would go to the team that lost to Rogue in the last matchup of the relegation tournament, right? No, not according to ESL. And if you needed more proof out there as well, this past season of ESCA Mountain Dew League, which was not for a Pro League spot, it was, although by only round differential, but by rulebook, Singularity placing above Luminosity Gaming. ESL, what are you doing? The only reason they apparently chose Luminosity Gaming was based off their own world rankings. Are you kidding me? You're going to forego all of the aforementioned stuff and just say, nah, we ranked LG higher than Singularity, so they probably deserve the spot. I hate to say it. I've always been a fan of LG, especially throughout their consistency besides last season in the Pro League. They've been a pretty good average team besides last season where they got auto-relegated, and thus the times have changed. They do not deserve this spot more than Singularity, and Singularity has been robbed by ESL. And if you guys can present me any evidence out there to fight for LG, then let me know, because even when it comes down to, I'd say the general world rankings or HLTV world rankings, these two teams, yes, LG is slightly above Singularity, but it is so marginal, so marginal. You need to follow the actual rule book as to who deserves the spot, not which team is better according to your own rankings. Ridiculous. ESL, you're a joke right now. Okay, that might have been a bit too harsh. I'm not trying to diss on ESL too hard. I just don't think they made the right choice here. I apologize. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Kisses.